Okay, my name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Damn, almost fell. Bad hip. So, I made 2 videos when I looked like shit. So now that I look a little bit better, maybe you guys will have a little bit more respect for what I had to say. And granted, my videos was about Donald Trump and the bullshit that they released on today, this morning. And, it is now 9 something in the morning. So, got a couple of hours before I have to go to work. So I figured I'd get this out here. And this is basically part 3 or part 4 of this video. And, I got to keep the title simple so that I can remember it. But, again, this is not for children. This is not for fans of Donald Trump. This is not for people who don't know that they are fucking racist. Alright? Because some people are racist and don't fucking know it and try to ignore Steve Wilkos in the background. It's a brand new episode and I won't gonna miss it. Anyway, so as you guys, if you've watched the other 2 videos, which you probably haven't, but you probably will, and by the time I get done, I can post them all of it about this time before I go to work. There are things going on in our government that, as a soldier, everybody in the Army can tell you, there are some things we aren't even allowed to acknowledge. I'm no longer in the Army, and there are things that I still can't really acknowledge because I don't have tangible proof to say that it does or does not exist. Like Area 51 and all that, I didn't serve over that way. I served in fucking Fort Benning, Georgia. So, it is what it is. I only know what they have, and that's pretty much it. And I only know what I saw, not what I was told. Because what I was told could have just been said shit to, get our thrills up a little bit, morale speeches and shit. So I'm going to put it to you like this. I went on a rant about Donald Trump being a racist. I went on a rant about me being a vet and many vets not having health care, can't afford health care, and that health care should be a right as an American that we all should have. Especially the first Americans, the ones that Standing Rock used to belong to. Now, you guys want to know why I went there? I'm going to tell you why I went there. Because I'm of Cherokee Indian descent. Alright? Some would say I probably have more Cherokee in me than black and white. And I would agree with that because, face it, most people don't even think I'm black. But I'm going to hit y'all with the straight knowledge of truth. The truth fucking hurts. It fucking sucks. It is unavoidable. And no matter what you do, the truth always comes out. You can lie all you want. I wouldn't recommend you lying to yourself, and you can lie to others. It's not the best idea that you've had, but hey, if you're a liar and you're good at it, it's great. When you're great at it, it's better. But just remember one thing, and one thing for sure, the truth is inevitable, and it will always come back to slap you dead in the damn face. Now, for some people, that might happen in the afterlife. I will not lie. Sometimes motherfuckers is just that good, and they can get away with everything, and they can't lie to God. Because He knows your thoughts before you do, so why bother with that? Now here's that thing. I got tangible proof that Trump was a racist. It's just that simple. He has one black guy in his corner. The guy at that little rally that he had that one time. He said, "That's my African American." Yo, dude, I'm a Whoopi Goldberg on this. My motherfucking ass ain't African. I'm black. Don't call me no motherfucking African American. Don't call me no Afro American. You call me black. Period. Now, being that I'm multicultural, and in the 70s, you didn't get those choices. So, my birth certificate says Negro. Alright? So, legally, I'm a Negro. I can't change it, no matter how multicultural I am. And, they only really count you as multicultural when they can't figure out what the fuck you are. Because, you can have a Native American grandmother, you can have a Korean mom, you can have a black dad or a Korean dad or a white dad, and as long as you have one drop of black blood in you, even if you look mulatto, where you just look exceptionally tan, you like a white person with a tan, you're still black. Alright? Now, maybe some people don't know what that means, so if you're mulatto, hail to the chief. If you're not mulatto, and if you're multicultural like me, hail to the chief. But in the same breath, you have to remember that what society sees you is what they're going to recognize you as. Not every black person is a nigger. Alright, yeah, I said it. And again, this video is not for children. If you watch the other 2, you know exactly what I mean. This is why you take your child and put them on my other site, Kung Fu Havoc 1. And they can watch all my old Kung Fu attempts and stuff like that. Now, This here is political, this here is correct, and this here is live and true. And if you can't handle the truth, the whole 1,000, then you take the 99.9 and then you walk on. Now, I say a lot of things. A lot of things don't. Uh, um, a lot of things are unapologetic. A lot of things that come out my mouth, I meant them on some level or another, and you're just gonna have to take the good with the bad. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. So you don't have to like what I have to say, but you are watching, so you clearly want to hear what I have to say. Now, again, some people are just watching because they have nothing better to do, and that's fine. You know, the more we're watching, the merrier. You know, because I have nothing against anybody who's watching. Because if I get enough hits, or enough likers, enough followers, or whatever, maybe YouTube will cash me a check. Anyway, you know, a lot of us unseen actors don't have an outlet or a way in to acting. I clearly don't. Well, you guys would know who the hell I am by now. I had opportunities that have never been come to fruition. You know, there is a studio here in Virginia that could never open their doors to me or would never open their doors to me, depending on how you want to look at it. Let's just be honest. They're douchebags. They don't want to do kung fu movies. They don't want to do scary movies. I have scripts and no one wants to even so much give me a chance or a look at to hear what I have to say. Do I hate the studio? No. But I'm not too fond of the assholes running it. Alright? Here's the thing. So I can get back on track. I'm going to get this off my chest right now. If you are in the movie business, you're in the business of making movies. It really shouldn't matter what fucking genre the movie is. Okay, back on track now. So, I did a lot of swearing about healthcare and vets. I did a lot of swearing about Donald Trump and being a racist. And I did a lot of swearing about how everybody's giving Kathy Griffin and these guys that's playing Julius Caesar in Manhattan a hard time about looking like Donald Trump and bleeding and all that stuff. Okay, here's the thing. As an actor, as a comedian, as anyone on television, this is your life. Fame, fortune, no privacy. Pictures of your kids being in the Inquirer. Pictures of you being in the Inquirer. Sex tapes. Lies. Drug addiction. Coming out of the closet and admitting that you're gay. You know, these are things that come with fame. You know, and if you're not ready for that ball of wax that you're going to open up when you become a superstar, then this is not the career for you. So here we have an asshat that magically came through the ranks, been fucking bankrupt 4 times, but is a billionaire. And I don't know how the hell a billionaire can go bankrupt, but hey, that sounds like some bullshit to me. But you know, if you file for bankruptcy and every time you've done that, you've seemed to have dodged a tax cut bullet or some shit, you know, something's fishy with that shit. But yet, you guys don't think that he's a racist because he thought it was pretty cool to suspend the protection order that Obama had put for the Sioux Indians of Standing Rock. Well, let's throw y'all way back to before Native Americans had rights. Way back to the 1919s and the 1918s and shit like that, when they first started getting put on more reservations and land was being taken and women were being raped and nobody was doing a goddamn thing about it because the white man was in charge. Yes, I said it. The white man was in charge. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. History has repeated itself plenty of times, not just in America, but in other lands. And sometimes it ain't the white man that's in charge. Sometimes it's the black man in charge, like in South Africa. All right? South Africa has the least amount of white people probably on the planet, where America probably has the least amount of black people on the planet. Or it has just as much as everybody else. It's just that some of us are stupid and we wind up in jail or dead because we can't follow our own path. We have to follow the path of all the people who want to be badasses and wind up being dead. So I tell you, young people, please choose your friends carefully. Now let's get back on track again. Everything I said has more than enough truth in it if you're just willing to read between the lines. And the thing about reading between the lines is sometimes you're not going to like the shit that you read. Reading is a blessing and a curse. Healthcare should be a right, not a privilege. And at this point in America, to be honest with you, healthcare is a fucking privilege. Bernie Sanders just said what I just said on Sunday on Meet the Press. And if you don't believe that, you can go find Meet the Press. I'm sure if you go to NBC.com and Chuck Todd, you'll find the shit. Alright? And thank you, Chuck Todd. But anyway, you know, the whole thing is, all you people who are supporting this shit that you think is right, because it's right for you, you don't seem to give a fuck about it not being right for everyone else. If you're not a working class person, if you get up every day and you can roll over and pop out a Cuban cigar and click that bitch and smoke it all day in your drawers while someone comes in and they clean your room, they wash your dishes, they clip your fucking toenails, you know, they pull your testicle hair or your nut hair or your pubic hair one by one because that's the way you're paying them to do it. Then this shit, what happens with everybody that's working for you and stuff, doesn't matter because you can probably pay for their health care so that they can still serve you. But what about the people who aren't working for you? What about the people who are starving? What about the people who can't afford to go to the hospital even though their arm's hanging by a thread, but they can't afford hospital care because they know that it's not going to do them any good when they get out. They're going to have to, if they recover, get 6 jobs to pay for one fucking bill, which is bullshit, but that's the way it is. You know, I had to get dental insurance through the military to pay for my mouth to get done. Wow. Then I had to turn around and lay under a knife, you guys seen the scar, to get better so that I can stand here right now. I used to be able to kick. I used to be able to fight like a motherfucker. Now I'm only allowed to legally just walk because the doctor said so. I had a couple of doctors go as far as to say, James, you pretty much can give up martial arts because you're probably never going to do it again. Probably. But that never say die attitude that the Army taught me, I had it before I joined the Army. I say I will do martial arts again. Granted, it won't ever be in an arena because now that I'm in my 40s and now MMA and everyone else has decided, oh, now we can put the guys in that's 115 to 125 pounds. Fuck you guys. Anyway, you know, now that the smaller guys are bringing in the money, now they want to put us in. But now that I'm 20 years too old to be doing that shit. So again, fuck you guys. Anyway, you know, there are things that I have mentioned in my other 3 videos about shit that slaps vets in the face. Because we do get a slap in the face every day when we get up and put on that uniform to protect rich people who don't have to worry about health care, who have never stepped foot into the military, who don't have to worry about, well, what's going to happen when us grunts pass away? They're not going to let their sons go and fight. But here's the thing. They're not going to have a choice if all the poor people are dead. If healthcare only works for the rich, all the poor people drop off. What do you have? Hundreds of millions of us are going to die, vets included. And you're going to get a bunch of rich scrubs who can't be trained by anybody because all the vets died because of the lack of health care. And then what is America going to be? Slaves and invaded again. And why is that? Because you assholes in charge, you asshats that voted for Donald Trump's red-headed ginger ass to be in charge, aren't looking at the big picture. You're looking at, I'm rich, bitch. I ain't got to worry about health care. I'm rich, motherfucker. That poor guy Joe down the street and Billy Bob and Rocksteady there, they're going to go and fight in all the wars. Okay? They may fight in a couple of wars, but one to the center of your skull pretty much ends it for everyone because no one is Colossus. We don't have organic metal growing out of our backs. We don't have adamantium claws that make us damn near invincible. We do not have the magical fucking healing factor. It would be great if we did, but we don't. We don't have any universal soldiers where we can get shot in the head and wake up to pop the bullet out and put us back out there to fight again. We don't have that shit. And if we have that shit, hell, I would have volunteered for it when I first got enlisted. Because I was healthier than most 37-year-olds when I went in. Now at 43, about to be 44, healthcare is a big fucking concern. And why is that? Because I don't fucking have any. Because I can't afford any. Because I can't get arrested getting a decent damn job here in Virginia where there's money to be made and no one's really willing to back anything. You know, if I had it my way, I'd have my own movie studio and I'd be making movies. I'd have some deal with Showtime or Netflix or HBO somewhere where once the film is made, you guys run it. I'd have some deal where my actors and I could get paid and everything would be in a cycle and a loop. And then there would be health care for all my actors and all that other shit and insurance. So that I don't have to be worried about my actors getting fucked up because, you know, there's 3 uninsurable actors for sure and they're all in Asia, which would be Jet Li, Jackie Chan and Michelle Yeoh. Now, I'm not saying that to insult them. I'm saying that because I have recently learned about that shit on one of these YouTube channels, which was fucking awesome. I don't know the name of the channel. I did subscribe. But anyway, the whole concept is for all you people who have money, for all you people who can afford the millions and millions that the healthcare racketeer and Ponzi scheme is working on all of us poor people who cannot afford premiums. You know why we can't afford premiums? Because the government won't sit there and make a state mandate from state to state that your premiums and your copay shouldn't be more than $100. Because some of us are lucky if we can afford $100 after paying fucking rent or having to pay a fucking mortgage. But all of you rich people, y'all don't care. Because $1,000 towards my house is pocket change to you. Oh, I got $1,000. I can run around, do whatever I want. I can wave my money in the air. Don't wave that shit around me. Veteran or not, oath of service or not, if you're waving $1,000 in my face, I'm kicking your ass. Not because I want your money, but because you have it and you have the balls to wave $1,000 in my face, and you should have your ass kicked because you should never let anybody know how much money you have on you at any given time. This is how people get robbed. I'm poor. I might have $3 in my pocket. It's the same $3 I had from the day I got paid because it's all I have left after I paid my bills with that $260 that the military is providing for me that is recycled so that I can have a cell phone, so that I can have car insurance, and so I can have dental insurance. And $260 does not get you very far in a month. So you're asking when I eat? Well, hell, save that trouble. I live at home with my mom. If she cooks something that I like to eat, I eat. If she cooks something that everybody else likes to eat and I don't like to eat, I find a piece of bread and I go for it because it's pretty much, eat this or starve. Or if there's a salad, then I'll have a salad. I don't like salad, but I love it when there's nothing else. Because in the Army, I never touched a salad until I got into the Army. And now that I'm out of the Army, I'll eat a fucking salad. I won't go and grab a pile of grass out the ground and eat it. But technically that's kind of what salad is. But no, because most of our animals don't defecate in our garden. No. But I will tell you this, while you guys are thinking that I'm nuts and crazy and shit. Healthcare doesn't become a problem until it affects you directly. So if you're poor, healthcare is not really fucking with you, it's fucking with you badly. It's taking a red hot poker up your ass with no Vaseline. Now, if you're rich, you're laughing at all of us. If you voted in Donald Trump, you're still laughing at all of us. And you're thinking to yourself, oh, this guy, this little young black guy, this mixed guy, this colored guy, this dust child, he's a racist. You can say what you want. If you want to call me a racist, that's fine. But I'm going to tell you the same thing I've said since I started blogging on YouTube. I personally don't have the right to be a racist, being that I am of Cherokee Indian descent, black and white descent. The three countries of which based this American dream on, my ancestors was a part of each one. I know you guys are thinking, what about the Chinese and the Japanese? Okay, being Cherokee levels the Asian playing field. Being that it was a Korean that taught me about my people being out of Asia and crossing the land bridge and then branching out into the many tribes that we now have. So, I thought we were special. Just find out, well, we're just Asian. And that wasn't meant to be funny. And it wasn't meant to be racist. But I lost a very good bet. I'm glad I didn't have money on it because I sure as hell would be broke as all get out. Because those things do happen. And the truth be told, I've learned a lot from some of my Asian friends. And, it's funny how things tend to get a little bit out of proportion when race is involved. And races can be fixed. Racism can be fixed. Racism can be closed. And I'll do a whole nother video on that some other time. But the thing is, you can't have a racist leader and a minority or the majority be against each other because we're never going to make it if there's another civil war. If there's another civil war, there's going to be mad problems. And then it's going to be survival of the fittest. And if you think Armageddon it is not going to happen, let another civil war break out. amongst the American people, and you will see just how bad racist really is in this country. But you guys don't want to believe that because you guys want to follow a red-headed racist ginger anywhere and everywhere. But I'm pretty sure that he has a place to go if something goes wrong. So here's the thing, as I close this out, you know, what you all fail to understand with your civilian lives, you know, the Army is the real world. There's always a chance of war, no matter where you go, no matter how you fight, no matter what. And while you rich people may have blockades and barricades and places to save you, a safe place does not exist if you don't have the skills to defend it. So you think that shit through, and then we'll worry about fucking healthcare. Now, for all you people who want to rise up and cause problems, let me be the first to tell you, there are some people that you probably should not shoot if you decide to be a damn dumbass. First, don't shoot doctors, don't shoot lawyers, and don't shoot moms. Alright? Probably don't want to shoot any dads either, at least not without a background check. But you know, if Armageddon happens to come, it will probably start in America first because we can't get along. We're the only country where racism is like right out in the open. We're the only country who have religious racism, where if you're a Muslim, God help you, everybody wants to hurt you now because of your brethren Muslims that don't represent Muslim. They're just Muslims who just lost their way and decided, hey, Allah be praised, and now I'm going to kill everybody. You know, that's not every Muslim. You know, that's just a couple of dummies. Those are the guys who really aren't supporting the Quran the way they're supposed to. But I'm sure all of you idiots just think that all Muslims are killers. Okay? I'm part Cherokee. I'm sure you're all thinking, well, damn, James, you're the biggest racist on the internet. Maybe. That probably falls to my guy who used to be my hero, Ted Nugent, because I didn't know that he was a racist until recently. You know, because everybody was telling me, I'll make another video about racism right now. I'm James Quinn Fuse, Kung Fu Habit number 2. Be seeing you.